Hi, I'm Michael Lopez, owner and president of Alpha Mortgage. I'm excited to share with you a series of short, informative videos featuring industry experts from our area. From finding a home and making an offer, all the way to closing day, we'll answer questions that will explain what goes on during the home buying process. So let's get started. So what if I want to buy a home and I know that I have some credit challenges? What do I do then? When do I, who do I get in touch with? What do I do?
Great question. And that is probably one of the largest concerns that we come across at Alpha, dealing with a lot of the first-time home buyers that we do work.
Then they don't want you to pull their credit because they think it's going to drop.
They're always afraid, right? The reality is it doesn't really hurt your score but 2 or 3 points. And quite frankly, financial pulls don't.
Yeah, and a mortgage pull doesn't affect
it
at all.
Doesn't really do anything, right?
Only shotgun it everywhere.
So I think the value of working with a loan officer for the pre-approval process is that we can identify what is on your credit and if anything, in fact, does have to be fixed or corrected. And I think, one of the special things about what Alpha does is that we use special credit reports. The credit reports that we use, they don't just show us what your current credit scores are, they show us what your potential credit scores are. And so we're able to
do this.
Yeah, so we're basically able to analyze your credit and then help you determine what your potential scores could be, and we can give you a very clear and concise roadmap on what you have to do to get there. So, are we credit counseling? No. What do we really do for you? We help prepare your credit so that you can get a home.
Exactly. And I do have a full-time expert on credit on staff, and she will help you understand it, understand all this stuff. Is it a credit repair service? No. Credit repair services are usually a short-term fix. In other words, they're going to have you challenge certain accounts, do things that really don't help you over the long term.
That's right.
But so this is different. This is really helping you navigate what's going on out there, and then how to actually, according to the models, actually make it better.
Yeah, once we've analyzed your credit, we actually will just give you a piece of paper that tells you exactly what to do. Pay this account down to this balance, pay this account off. The directions are very clear. You don't do any more or any less than the directions we give you. And within 30 days, you will have these what were once proposed scores will be your new credit scores.
Right.
And we have seen some really dramatic increases in scores. We can get people up from, in the high 500s into the low or mid-range 600s. It makes a big difference on your finances.
It makes a difference between being able to get the loan or not. Oftentimes. Well, because everything is all rates with Fannie Mae, all the various types of loans all have a structure where lower credit scores pay higher, or there's additional interest rate added to it.
Well, I'll tell you, it doesn't just impact people with low credit scores. People with higher credit scores in the low 700s could potentially benefit from a credit score in the high 700s. There are certain price points where that extra 20, 30 points with somebody with a higher credit score still gets an opportunity for a better note rate.
Right. I ran into myself where I had these people bugging me about this card that went in my computer, and literally it was 15 years ago. And they kept calling me and bugging me about it. And it was through not Sprint, not Verizon. There was another company that I don't even hear about anymore. But anyway, and so I just said, screw it, and I paid it off. And my credit score dropped. It dropped down. It dropped 60 points, over 60 because it was above a certain threshold, and ended up at below 740. And I ended up having to pay $2,500 more for a mortgage because of the rate that I got.
That's a really good point, and I think that falls short on a lot of consumers when they pull their own credit and they decide to do their own credit repair. They might decide, hey, I need to get rid of this credit card debt, in order to qualify for a loan. And then they don't just pay the debt down, they close the account, and then their score drops.
So there's one takeaway from all this, do not pay stuff off, do not close out accounts. Because many times you think that, well, that I've got this negative on here, I want to close it out. No, you had 10 years of good credit that is now baked into your score before that thing went south, before there was some late payments on it. And so don't pay anything off. That's why really, if you got some credit issues, we'd like to talk to you, have that conversation early on. As soon as you think you know you want a house, be bold, give us a call, and let us advise you on what's happening on your credit. Is that a good takeaway?
I think we're going to take the guesswork out of it for you, and we're simply going to make it very simple. We'll tell you exactly what you need to do to be a homeowner.
I'm Michael Lopez, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe if you're not already, along with clicking the bell icon to be notified when we put out new videos. If you want to know more, please visit www.alphamortgage.com.